Bluetooth here with you, and today I'm going to talk about who the best Power 5 conferences were over the past 5 years. Now, personally, I am not a conference homer, but this is a big debate right now, and there's no perfect equation or recipe, but I did come up with some stats to help us decide who has bragging rights for best conference in the past 5 years. So I came up with bowls, that's bowl appearances, bowl records, top 25 finishes for each conference in the past 5 years, playoff appearances, playoff record, and national championships. So first we have the bowls. Now this is subjective because, for the Big 12 it's subjective because they have less teams. So this can be taken either way. But for the SEC, they have 56 bowl appearances over the past 5 years. The ACC has 55. The Big 10 has 46. The Big 12 has 34, and the Pac-12 has 39. Now, this is more important to me. Bowl records. The SEC is 34-23. That's 9 games, 9 wins over 500. The ACC is a dead even at 27-27. That's 11 games over 500. Bad math, sorry. Big 10, 24-22. Big 12 even, 17-17. The Pac-12, the only losing conference in bowls in the past 5 years. They are 17-22. Now, finishers in the top 25 per conference last 5 years. The SEC has 26, ACC 16. That's 10 team difference. The Big 10 back up to 26. The Big 12 back down to 16, and the Pac-12, bottom of the barrel again, 15. Playoff appearances, the SEC has 6. We forget, this is the past 5 years, but there was 1 year where the SEC had 2 teams, Georgia and Alabama. So they have 6 appearances over the past 5 years. The ACC has 5 appearances, the Big 10, 3, Big 12, 4, 1 team, Oklahoma, lost them all. Pac-12, only 1, and that was Washington a few years ago. Playoffs record, the SEC is 9-3. The ACC is 6-3. That's pretty good, but that's still only 1 team. That's Clemson. The Big 10, 0-3. Big 12, 0-4, and all 4 of those, Oklahoma. Pac-12, 0-1. That was Washington. And here's the major category. National titles, I like to call them natties. The SEC has 3, Alabama has 2, LSU has 1. The ACC has 2, both of them were Clemson. Big 10, Big 12, Pac-12 all have nothing. So, I was expecting the Big 10 to be number 2, but doing it like this, I would say the ACC was the second best conference. It's deeper than we realize. I think what throws us off is right here. Top 25 finishers. There's a big gap between there, and the Big 10 is higher. But if you look at bowl records and bowls, the ACC is much higher than the Big 10. 2 more national championships, way more playoff appearances, and a better playoff record. So the ACC, for me, would grab number 2, the Big 10 number 3, the Big 12 number 4, and without a doubt, no argument, the Pac-12 is the worst Power 5 conference over the past 5 years. Everything else you can debate, whatever, but that is a fact. The Pac-12 is the worst. Sorry, not sorry, the worst. That's all I got for you today. Like and subscribe and become a gold and blue tuber. We are a small but growing family. I'll see you on the next show.